Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for March 31, April 4, 2025. See Ava Jerome, Mora West, threatening Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, digging, and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, possibly in a panic. With that in mind, Wednesday, March 26, we have Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning, revealing something. She is going to be talking to Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, about Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and that pregnancy. And it sounds like she is going to tell them that Dante has a son he doesn't know about. Maybe Lulu is trying to get Cody over on his side. Maybe she's even trying to get Cody to go blab the news to Dante so her hands will be clean. Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Muncy, goes absolutely off the deep end on Wednesday. She may find Ava withholding Sonny's pills. Again, I love this scene because it reminds me of that, gosh, was it back in the 90s when Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, withheld Edward Quartermain's, John Ingle, heart pills until he signed some paper she wanted. It's a very nice homage to the past. You know, Sonny is trying to take advantage of her financial straits. And of course, his hands aren't clean, her hands aren't clean. Everything's messy. Christina's pressing on him. And things are going to come to a violent head this week after the incident at Sonny's place. Ava opens up to Rick. I think that she is going to have to tell him what happened about Sonny's heart conditions, about his custody demands when she wanted money, and about Christina, all of it on General Hospital. Of course, Rick doesn't like Sonny. And he certainly doesn't have $2 million to give to Ava, though, so curious to see what his advice is, and if he tries to leverage finding out about Sonny's heart condition against his brother. Laura Spencer, Ginny Francis, has to deal with Ezra Boyle, her new political adversary, who is on Team Drew Kane Quartermain, Cameron Matheson. Unlike most other people in Port Charles, he may even be gunning for Laura's position as mayor, and seems to make an accusation that angers Laura on Wednesday. Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, gets a third-degree session with Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner. She's asking him a bunch of questions. This may be about Portia Robinson's Brooke Care, sketchy and paranoid behavior, and why she's suddenly being nice to Drew. Jordan always seems to sniff out whenever Portia is lying and hiding something from Curtis, and she definitely has something to reveal to her ex. Curtis also has yet another confrontation with Drew, who tells him if he wants to get ugly, they can make it happen. This adversarial thing is not happening. And if Curtis makes threats, you know Drew is just going to run over and threaten Portia again. Meanwhile, Stella Henry, Vernie Watson, and Tracy spend some quality time together sharing tea and crumpets and embracing their friendship. And I do enjoy this friendship of theirs. Thursday, March 27th. We've got Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, forcing Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, to have to think fast on her feet. Felicia may be asking her more questions about the baby's paternity. And of course, we do have Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, lying to cover for her. Also, Felicia's been asking a lot about the medical history of her baby, and Jason's medical history isn't too bad. Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, actually is. He was born with a heart condition, if you will remember, so that might come into play if they're dredging up accurate history from General Hospital. Also, Jason finds himself having to be careful, maybe tiptoeing a little. It may be about Sasha and the paternity lie, maybe about his suspicions about the bomber. He's also annoyed at Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright, kind of annoyed at Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. A lot of annoyance he's dealing with right now. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Brown, orders Rick to get over to her office, and it's probably about Christina's outrage at Ava. And Alexis may tell Rick that his girlfriend is desperate for money and begging around town. But I'm guessing Rick already knows about it by this point. Isaiah listens as Jordan opens up to him. It could be about Drew, Portia, so many things. Unlucky surprises, Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst. Hopefully, it's a romantic surprise. We're going to close down the week on Friday, March 28th, with Emma going to extremes. She and Gio seem to be a little upset that Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth, kind of nixes their plan to save the crypt. and she may try and pull something anyway. Tracy and Elizabeth are doing some strategizing, and no doubt it is about Drew. Anna thinks about the past. She is remembering her deep love for Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, but now he is shipped off to prison and seems to be well done on GH. Ava makes some threats, and we know by the end of this week that her brake lines are cut and she crashes. And I'm curious to see if this threat from Ava comes before or after Christina cuts her brake lines. By the end of the week, after cutting Ava's brakes, Christina is full of regret. And you know Ava is going to realize that Christina probably did this to her, because she's the one person in town who definitely wants her dead and is pretty unhinged. March 31st through April 4th, we're going to have, of course, Anna sad about Valentin being packed off to prison, but she's got to move on. There's nothing she can do about it. I will certainly miss Vanna. And it looks like Anna will too. Ava is obviously furious that her car was sabotaged, and I'm thinking she will know it's sabotaged and not just an accident. You know, Sonny may have to give Ava that $2 million and back off the custody demands to keep Christina out of prison, because his daughter is in deep trouble. Alexis is going to be horrified by what she's done. Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Veganos, may be a little less surprised since she knows how unhinged her sister can be. And I'm just wondering if Christina is going to panic and do something even worse to complicate things once she realizes there will be consequences for her actions. Tracy, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, Carly, Liz, Portia, and others amp up their plans to wreck Drew and stop him in his tracks. But of course, we know Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, is not going to give up on him. And a dirty secret may be out soon. Carly and Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, are in the midst of falling head over heels. They don't care about their haters, but when Carly finds out inevitably about him recruiting Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, things are going to get a lot more interesting. Look for Joss to have more interactions with her WSB trainer. Looks like she's going to be mission ready soon, likely during May sweeps. But I wonder who Jack is going to aim her at for her first mission. It may be the new troublemaker in town, Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda. I could totally see Jack putting her in that guy's path. And we're also sliding closer to that big Geo reveal. But with Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, gone, that kind of shelves it for a moment, because the only ones who know Dante and BLK's son is Geo are Lois, her mom Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta, and Lois' lawyer Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight. Two of them are in Bensonhurst, and one has been hauled off to Los Angeles over back child support, so look for more action on that coming soon. Port Charles is heating up this week as secrets threaten to explode and tensions reach a boiling point. Ava Jerome delivers a chilling threat, Rick Lansing starts digging into dangerous territory, and Sonny Corinthos finds himself on edge as his enemies close in. Meanwhile, relationships are tested, alliances shift, and a long-buried secret may finally come to light. Monday, March 31. Ava's warning and Michael's dilemma. The week kicks off with Ava Jerome proving once again why she's not to be underestimated. After learning about Nina Reeves' latest move at Crimson, one that could jeopardize Ava's hold over certain people, she confronts her former rival with an ominous warning. But Ava's not just dealing with Nina. She's also keeping a close eye on Sonny Corinthos, making sure he doesn't interfere with her growing influence in Port Charles. Meanwhile, Michael Corinthos struggles with his loyalty to Willow and his complicated history with his father. With the tension between Sonny and Michael still unresolved, Carly steps in to play peacemaker. But will her meddling only make things worse elsewhere? Rick Lansing returns to town, and his first stop is the PCPD. He has questions about a cold case that may be tied to one of Jason Morgan's past disappearances. Dante warns Rick not to stir up trouble, but Rick isn't one to let sleeping dogs lie. Tuesday, April 1. Rick digs deep, Sonny panics. Rick's investigation leads him to Jordan Ashford, who is less than thrilled with his persistence. He asks about a missing body from a years-old mob hit, and Jordan realizes Rick may be onto something dangerous. Meanwhile, Sonny starts to panic when he realizes someone has been asking too many questions about his past dealings. With Dex out of town, Sonny leans on Brick to gather intel. He suspects Cyrus Renault or Pikeman could be involved, but he's wrong. The real threat is coming from someone much closer to home. Over at GH, Elizabeth Weber is caught in the middle of a hospital power struggle. Portia and Monica disagree on how to handle a controversial new policy, and Liz is forced to take a side. But when Finn weighs in, things get even more complicated. Wednesday, April 2. Ava versus Sonny and Jason's mystery deepens. Ava and Sonny face off in a tense confrontation at the Metro Court. Sonny accuses Ava of manipulating Avery and using their daughter as leverage. Ava, however, has her own accusations, warning Sonny that his world is about to collapse, and she might just help push it over the edge. Meanwhile, Sam McCall follows a cryptic lead about Jason. She's been receiving anonymous messages hinting that Jason's last disappearance wasn't what it seemed. When she shares her findings with Drew, he urges her to be cautious. But Sam isn't backing down elsewhere. Cyrus Renault has a clandestine meeting with an unexpected ally, who is secretly working with the Port Charles villain. Thursday, April 3. Nana's discovery and Rick's shocking find. Nina makes a shocking discovery about Martin Gray, one that could change everything for her legal battle against Sonny. But will she use it to her advantage, or is she about to make a dangerous mistake? Meanwhile, Rick stumbles upon a hidden file that contains classified information on a certain Project Stoneheart. The contents are so explosive that even Rick is left shaken. He tries to contact Anna Devane, but he's too late. Someone else is already watching him. At the Savoy, Curtis confronts Selena Wu about her growing control over the club. He makes it clear he wants her out, but Selena has other plans. Friday, April 4. The walls close in on Sonny. The week ends with Sonny realizing he's been outplayed. A new rival has emerged, and they've been watching him for weeks, setting up their final move. When Dex returns, Sonny demands answers, but what Dex reveals leaves him rattled. Meanwhile, Jason's past resurfaces in a shocking way, as a mysterious figure arrives in Port Charles with a message meant for Sam. And just as Rick gets closer to uncovering the truth, he suddenly goes missing. Has he gotten in over his head? With so many moving pieces, next week promises even more jaw-dropping twists. Who is the new threat to Sonny? What is Project Stoneheart? And will Jason's past finally come to light? Stay tuned. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.